What's up, Skid Kids? Today we're going to be replacing these gauge cluster lights with some LED ones I bought off eBay for $5, and we're going to see how they turn out. It's got to be way better than the stock ones because the old ones are just burnt out and gross. So they also for behind here too, so we're going to look into that. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see. But that's basically it. It's going to be a pretty simple job. Just got to remove this piece right here and the gauge cluster comes out. I'll probably take the steering wheel off just because there's no clearance for it. So I'll start videotaping me doing that. So enjoy, guys. Put that over there. Oh, this thing's on here tight again. There we go. Almost whacked myself in the face again. Next step is to take off these knobs. So you're just gonna pull on it. Maybe. Man, this sucks with one hand. I need a tripod, guys. I have you between my legs. I don't know if this will work or not. There we go. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but I just pulled this little knob off. Now the next step is to take off this little piece in here. There we go. So that little piece is next. Try not to damage these, they're pretty hard to find. There's a little nut down there. I don't know what size that is, but I'll figure it out. We'll get to that in a minute. Look how, oh, that's dirty. This has never been off before. So I'll take this one off too, and I'll get back to you. Okay, now you're just going to remove this one. And the same thing with the wheel. Maybe. There you go. Now this one actually controls something. The other one, this one did nothing. But this one controls your illumination. So how bright your this is illumination. So you'd actually turn this to the right to get it to brighter and then dim. So I don't think we'll be able to use those with the LEDs, but that's okay. So next is going to remove these two plastic nuts, and then there's a couple screws and this whole piece will come off. So I just broke these loose with the 17mm nut, and now let's back this off, and that comes off. Same thing on this side. Okay, also very hard to find. Don't break those, please. As you can see here now, this whole piece is ready to come out, I think. Maybe. It might be connected to something still. Actually, it might be these, Alright, so I got this off, pain in the ass. Especially this defrost switch, it actually just like, the face broke off, so I'll have to fix that before I put it back on, but no big deal. I'll clean that up here, so that's going to be nice and new and black. I don't know, I might take this vent out already so I can get to the gauge, but I'm not sure yet. I'll put that right there for now. So now we can actually get to the gauge cluster, which is these 4 screws. Oh, it should be 4. Yeah, there's one over there and one over there. And then that whole thing can actually just pull out. So I'll do that for you. Alright, so got those 4 screws out. So that should just pull right out now. Maybe. I'm not sure if we're going to have clearance issues or not. I'm going to find out. Are these the plugs for the... Okay. So I got to take these out. These are actually the plugs for the gauge cluster. I did not recognize that. I figured that would come out by itself. Okay, so I unplugged these 2 clips for the gauge cluster pinout. Now this should just... there we go. There we go. Just came right out. So now we're going to be replacing these bulbs. I'll take you to the bench and show you how to do that. Okay, I found the problem actually. These are the original bulbs, and these are the ones that I bought. As you can see, they are the wrong size, and I did put one in anyway, a couple of them actually, and they do not fit. They don't work, but they do work in a couple other areas. I'm hoping they still work behind all these controls, but they work to tell you that your headlights are on and that your windshield washers are on. So as you can see, those are much brighter than a factory light. But I can't get them to work at all with the gauge clusters. So I'm guessing they're the wrong size. I just ordered the wrong ones. So I'm gonna go behind here and see if I can change these ones out next. So basically all these ones are just plugged in, and then I'll order more, and then I'll keep this in the same video. So that'll probably be either later or somewhere in here. So I'll keep you updated. Another thing to do while this thing is out is clean it, because it is hard to kind of clean every little nook and cranny. As you can see, this thing is just so dirty, and there's dirt here and here. So I'm going to be cleaning it up. I'm going to try and see if I can get this paint off. I'm going to try and use some wax and grease remover maybe, or some lacquer thinner. Alright, so to change these, you actually just click to the left and pull straight up, and then you have your old bulb. And then let's see if I can put this down here. So then you take your old bulb and you take it out like that. I hope that's in focus. And then you take your LED one and you simply just put it in until it clicks. And then there's a method to this, which is actually if you put it in and twist it and then go plug it in into the car and it doesn't work, that means you have it backwards. So see, you can actually you can have these backwards. Say I would have it like that, and when I go and plug it in and it wouldn't turn on, I could actually just take this out, and then these little pins, flip it 180 degrees, put it back in, re-click it, and then put it back in the car, and it should work. There is a positive and a negative. It isn't universal. You can't flip it any way you want. It is set to a certain way. So that's how to put those in. So then once you plug it in, make sure it lights up. If not, then you have to flip it around. No big deal though. Okay, so just to point it out to you, the charge and the brake is on, but you notice the door and the fuel isn't on, or the check engine light. Actually, I'm not really sure if the fuel should be on or not, because if it doesn't detect low fuel, then I don't know if it should light up. But the brake and the charger on it, and then the check engine's not. But I think the door should be on, so I'm going to have to flip that one around because it's not in correctly. So I'm going to do that. Alright guys, I actually found some spare LED lights I had that was for my 240, and they actually work in this gauge cluster. They're red, so I'm going to have to order some new ones because I like the white. And these are eBay ones, they're not that good, but you can see that it's pretty red. So it looks pretty good, but at least now I know what size to order. So I think that's actually says on the package what size it should be. It says it has a part number, so I guess I'll look up that, and then I'll just order the different color. So we'll go from there. The superbrightleds.com, they were the best ones I ever bought. So I'll get back to you once I get all that put back together. Alright, so it was just a simple bulb behind this that you can actually get to without taking anything off. So I switched out that bulb. Now this glows nice and new and orange. Everything works except this one's kind of messed up, but as long as it's on the heat, I don't really care. So I think actually you can push that back in there. And this still works. All these work. Actually, that's kind of cool. Look at that. That's actually really cool. I've never seen how that works. But actually, most of these are kind of like a throttle cable where it just pulls a cable. So but all this works still. There's no AC in the car, so I might wire that up to do something different. But we'll get there. Obviously, these are still pretty bright. So I'm going to start putting stuff together because I don't have the right bulbs for the gauge cluster. And I'll order them when I go home tonight. And maybe in a couple weeks here, I'll finish this video and it'll be up. So alright, so I got everything back together for now. I'm going to have to order those correct bulbs, but whatever, shit happens. So I got the rest of them on. These are green now, or nice and LEDs, which I didn't even know those lit up before. And then I got that to be the factory orange, because there is like a piece of I don't know what you call it, like plastic lens. And then I got my two red ones, and I only had two right now, just threw them in just for the hell of it. And then if you put your key in, get my keys here, there we go. I got those brake, charge, and fasten belts are all LEDs now, so that'll be pretty good. Everything else in the car, light-wise, pretty much works. So I do have a new headlight housing coming because that one's all messed up. So we'll get Alright guys, so I'm on the computer here and I just typed in, wherever I just threw it, dang it. Here it is. This part number I had from the last time I bought it for my 240, and these are the 194 LED bulb, 5 SMD LED tower. It has an LED on every side of it. So, and that just, it's called retrofit, so it just sticks in your old bulb with no problem. So I'm gonna order these for it. I'll just get white, probably natural white. I don't know, warm white, natural white, cool white. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I guess I'll look up what they look like. But I just wanted to show you guys that where to find them and stuff. This superbrightleds.com probably has the best I've seen. Way better than the eBay. They'll last forever. I wanted to try the eBay ones out, but obviously they sent me the wrong ones because I did order 194s, but I guess they're just, they don't know any better. So I'll be ordering these, and then we'll get back to the car and we'll put them in. Dun 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 dun. Only a week later, but I finally ordered some real ones. So throw these in. I'm pretty excited about them. I got natural white. There's the part number if you need them for your own 86. 847781067743 on superbrightleds.com. We'll be throwing those in real quick. That's gonna make it go from nasty, weird red and white to a nice white all across the board. And I also got this steering wheel spacer, because I think you might have seen how close my fingers were to the bright switch and the turn signal switch. So this will help give us more room. And that was like 50 bucks. Got cam seals for when I do the timing belt, which is still on its way. An accelerator cable that is a non-cruise control unit, which will get rid of all this. And I think that's about it. And oh, I also got a whole headlight for the passenger side, so all this will get replaced. So that'll be a separate video though. So today we're just gonna finish throwing on these LEDs, and we'll throw on the spacer. So enjoy. Alright guys, so I'm done with everything, and then we'll get to the steering spacer in a minute. But right now I got the natural white LEDs in here, which I think the natural white is the best color I found to match the factory color but still be brighter. And there's other whites. There's a cool white, but it almost looks white. This has like a creamy factory look to it, but it's just nice and bright. But one thing that actually surprised me is people usually don't do the LED lights because you can't dim them, but actually on the AE86 ones, or actually it's this oh shoot, well, whatever the name of the website is, I've said 100 times probably. but you can actually dim them. Alright guys, so I bought this Techno Toy Tuning steering hub spacer. This is the 50 millimeter one. I got it in black. It's like a wrinkle coat, powder coat, nice and durable. Has all the lug patterns for all different wheels, Nardi, Momo, Grip Royal, you name it, it's got it. Comes with its own hardware, and we're going to put it in between my steering wheel and the actual hub. As you can see, this doesn't have teeth or anything, so it's just extender. That's all it is. So I'm just going to take off these 6 nuts, 6 8 millimeter bolts, and I put a little Sharpie mark where it lines up on the car, so I don't have to realign it when I drive it. So we'll get to it. No big deal. Alright guys, so here it is all mounted up. So stock, well not stock hub, eBay hub, 12 bucks, and then this was 50 bucks or 55, something like that. So, which that adds up to like what? If it was 50 bucks, 12, there's $62. A Momo one is $80 by itself. So that's still cheaper, and it's bigger than the Momo one. So you get the adapter and the hub together for 10, 15 bucks cheaper than the Momo one. So I'm going to bolt this bad boy up. It comes with its own hardware and everything, and your standard steering wheel bolts. It's all the same size. I think it's like a universal size for steering wheel companies to use the same bolts. So there's no worrying about that. You just pick which one you want, and you throw it together. So throw this on the car real quick and see how it looks and see how it feels.